this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Confessions of the Paper Attic cut file shop, where I am going to use this one, and this one is called 2020. Now, I did a little bit off camera. I did back my picture, and I did 2 of the 2020. I backed with the white full thing like I've always done, and I'll link my playlist on how you can do this. And then I did the foam on 2 of them, just so that I didn't do all of that on camera, but I'm just showing you how you can be able to back the full spots like I'm doing here. Now, in the cut file, it's 2 separate ones, and what I did was that I made the top one the biggest because it has the stars and everything on it for 2020, and then I just made the other ones a little bit smaller so it looks like it's, kind of getting smaller, kind of like how you do your lines and stuff maybe under different things. I just wanted it to look a little bit different. And so I love it. I love how this turns out. I love the middle of it. It's perfect. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be like, man, this looks really busy. But the picture that I picked out for this one is my title page to the year 2020. And I started doing this 2 years ago or 3. I think this is my 3rd layout that I did this. I pick a word for myself every year, and I try to emulate that through the whole year. And so this year I picked up the word flossom. It is a word. I had to look it up in the dictionary to make sure. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like in the Urban Dictionary or something like that, but it is in the dictionary, and it's called flossom. It's a person that recognizes their flaws and also knows that they're still amazing. And I just love it, or still is awesome. So I absolutely love that is my word that I am using. I'm getting, as we're talking here and you're watching me do all of this embellishing and trying to get this all set up and ready to go, I'm looking for what the actual adjective is, because it is an adjective. And let me see here. I know I got it. Okay, so it's called flossom. It is an adjective, and it's an individual who embraces their flaws and knows they are awesome regardless. And I figured it was perfect for this. So I got out the All-Stars, I think it's All-Stars collection for this, and I wanted to use this background. I know it's busy, but it's perfect. I just love these busy backgrounds. Some of it is real life, like real photos that Crepe Paper used in this collection, and I just absolutely love it. What I backed or did the 2020 in, I did their holographic one, and I placed that on the back, and I used the other side of it instead. I just love how this looks. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. It's so me. And excuse me, so sorry. I backed up the picture, and I just printed this off on off of Facebook. I think I found this word on Pinterest, was the first place that I went, and I just love what it looks like. It's perfect. So perfect. And so I is going to do the back, or like draw my lines through this just to keep adding a little bit. So I did do pattern on pattern, and then I have this one. And it's just now me going through it's all hearts. That's what the collection is, not all stars, all hearts. And I'm now going to go through all of the vintage stuff, and the rest of this video is me picking and deciding what I'm going to put on this. It is a photo, but everybody, when I posted this in we have like a design team group chat, and I posted this in the group, and they're like, well, where's the photo? I'm like, but it's the word. And, I really didn't stay, like the last 2 times, I think I just did the word. Like, I really didn't have a picture that had the meaning and stuff on it. Normally I had to put down the word and then write down like kind of like my goals, I guess, that I want to do with this particular word. This time I am embracing my flaws. So, you know, every year I don't like pick resolutions or, you know, things like that. I do have goals for myself. I do set goals. I am a very goal setting type person. I used to track them a lot, and I don't track as much as I do anymore. Now, on certain things I do because I know that the analytics are there for me to look at. So I do track that way. You know, like at school, I make sure that my kids are on track, and I do set goals for myself there, and I track that. And then I go through some of the other stuff. I definitely go through that. But my three like major flaws, like what I'm going to call flaw, because I am embracing that I do have flaws and I'm still awesome. So I'm embracing that. But my first one is my OCD. I have to realize that not everything has to be in the right place. Not everything has to be in that right place. Because I'm wanting to embrace that no matter what I am, no matter who I am, and no matter what I'm doing, nobody can change that. So if I do need something in the right place and it's not in the right place, it's okay for me to leave it or change it if I want to, because it's me. It's not anybody else. That's just how I am. And if a certain someone doesn't like it, so be it. You know, I have to be okay with that, because a lot of times, and I know a lot of people do this too, like they're almost like a people pleaser and they forget that they have to please themselves. And so that's why I feel like this OCD side of me, where everything's got to be in the right place, everything's got to be this way, that way, and nobody else can tell me differently. I'm embracing that. Yes, I do want to, you know, state that this is who I am and this is how I'm going to do things, but it's okay if it's not my way, or, you know, for the respect. The second flaw is that I do need to get better at saying no. I've never really been like that yes person or that yes ma'am or yes sir style, but I do always be there for that situation and always making sure that it's done to its fullest. Now, I've always been a leader, so I do, as a leader, whether I'm in management or teaching or whatever, I even do it with my kids. I find those leaders and I embrace those leaderships, and I allow them to make mistakes without me going back and finishing it. And so that's something that I always have to remember, that it is okay that even as a leader, even as whatever you're doing, you can say no. It is still okay. You don't have to say yes. And I don't need to look back saying, well, if I would have said yes, it could have been done this way, this way. No, the person needs to learn. So whoever you're working with, whether it's yourself or whoever, they need to learn that they could have asked for help or they could have done it, you know, differently themselves. They have to know that. And the last one is accepting that when other people do things as a leader, that I need to know that not always are they going to do it my way. And it's not that I've always done it my way and only my way is the highway, or otherwise, you know, get out the door. But I do always try not to step in and allow them to do and let it be done that way. I always try to step in and say, well, maybe you could do it this way. No, they need to learn. And so I need to learn that you need to fail to be able to learn and to grow from it. And if we would step in, no matter who it is, whether you're a parent, a teacher, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you step in, then you know you have to, they're not going to learn how to fail. You know, they're not going to learn how to fail. So those are my flosses. Oh my Lord, I just went on a tangent and I never talked about Confessions of the Paper Addict cut file. Y'all know that everything's down in the link in the below, but I'm going to take these last few seconds here to talk about it. Make sure that you go check out. She did release a ton of New Year 2020 things. She does have another set that's coming out in February that you cannot miss. So make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. Go over and check out the Etsy shop along with the group. I am spraying this with my baby's breasts. At the end, the still shots are coming up. I hope that you guys do definitely have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!